The Mystara project is proud to present Part 32 of the Characters of Mystara series. In this video, we take a look at the vicious bully, Lieutenant Aenolas. Aenolas was introduced in the 1991 adventure module, DDA3, Eye of Tralda, on page 29. Aenolas Hierarchthus was born in AC 965, into a comfortable, but unremarkable family in rural Marhetos. His father, Olivian, was an alcoholic blacksmith. His mother, Heleniana, was an adventuring magic user, apprenticed to Teldon. She often cast sleep on her children, so she could concentrate on her magical studies. His sister, Asterinia, was born in AC 962. In AC 967, a younger brother, Gabrinius, was born. In AC 970, the family relocated to Specularum, so Heleniana could continue her apprenticeship to Teldon. Teldon had relocated to Specularum, at the request of Duke Stefan Karamikos. In AC 972, Aenolas started as an apprentice blacksmith at his father's smithy. He didn't really pick up the smithing skill, but he was introduced to gambling at a young age. In AC 979, Aenolas ran away from home, joining a caravan as a guard. During his time as a caravan guard, he learnt that the Black Eagle barony was recruiting soldiers of Thyacian descent to join their guard. He made his way to Fort Doom and enlisted. He was trained in the normal sword and dagger, learnt to set a spear, wield a lance, ride a horse and military tactics. Smart and streetwise, he became competent at detecting deception, which is rife in the barony. Rather than persuade, deceive, or lead, he found intimidation the best way to deal with Black Eagle troops, including the humanoid mercenaries. He also learnt the Orcish tongue, refusing to study Traladaran. In AC 989, Baron Ludwig von Hendrix sent a small force to invade the Five Shires, after some of his Traladaran subjects escaped there. They were wiped out by Shire's forces at the Battle of Fool's Ford, as they were crossing a small river at the edge of Blight Swamp, north of Rollstone Keep. The Hin cut up body parts of the invaders and sent them back in crates to the Doom Beach docks, bearing the label, "Fresh meat for the Baron." 2 more invasions suffered a similar fate. Fortunately for Aenolas, he remained part of the Fort Doom garrison, and not cannon fodder for the Hin troops. At this time, he gained 2nd level, and was promoted to sergeant, as many army vacancies had to be filled. In AC 996, Aenolas married a Thyacian farm girl, Galicica, in Fort Doom's Church of Karamikos, which Baron Ludwig insists is the Church of Vanyar. The next year, a son, Constantine, was born, and in AC 999, a daughter, Belisicina, was born. Aenolas also reached 3rd level, and was promoted to lieutenant. Aenolas is a 3rd level fighter, with below average Thyacian male height. In addition to his native Thyacian tongue, he speaks Orcish, enabling communication with some of the humanoid troops in Fort Doom. He has chaotic alignment, which is typical of a cruel bully in the Black Eagle barony. Apart from average dexterity, all his ability scores are above average. He is notably streetwise, with a wisdom of 16. He has 140 IQ, probably inherited from his mother. These 2 abilities in conjunction with his above-average charisma make him an above-average officer, while his strength and constitution underpin his fighting ability. His saving throw success chances range from 25 to 45%, improving by 5% against magic-based attacks. He has normal morale of 8, fleeing about 44% of the time. However, in certain situations, he will continue to fight until reduced to 3 hit points or less, at which point he will plead for his life, but will refuse to talk. He is 80% proficient at detecting deception and gambling. He is confident in his combat ability, using intimidation to bully others, with 75% competence. He is 70% proficient at using military tactics. He is an indifferent horse rider, with 50% competence. He has basic weapon mastery of 4 weapons, and has just started training to become skilled in the normal sword. His constitution gives him slightly above average hit points of 15, for a 3rd level fighter. He moves at 75% normal speed, due to wearing metal armor, and has a decent armor class of 2. Aenolas is protected by plate mail armor and a shield. He carries a normal sword. He has a gold ring set with a pearl, worth 125 GP, and 55 GP worth of coins. Personality-wise, Aenolas is known for his courage, despite being a bully, and not being willing to fight to the death. At the other end of the spectrum, he is very vicious, using his sword to browbeat others, if intimidation fails. He is also quite rash and vengeful. Aenolas is stationed in the Black Eagle Guard barracks, in the east of the Fort Doom stronghold. He reports to Captain Tiberius, who considers him one of the more competent officers. Lieutenant Aenolas is scripted to be encountered by a party of first or second level adventurers, in Aurelian's quarters, on the top floor of a 3-story keep tower, 90 feet north of Fort Doom's outer main gate. Aurelian is an apprentice of the mage Sverdlov, who in turn, is a cousin of Fort Doom's court wizard, Bargle the Infamous. Aenolas has been given an order by Captain Tiberius to gather some of Aurelian's items, and bring them to him in the watch house, next to the inner main gate. Tiberius is preparing to have Aurelian journey to a safer location, as there have been reports of a fracas in the dungeons of Fort Doom. The fracas has been caused by the PCs. If the PCs prevent the occupants of the lower levels of the watchkeep, Menelaus the Iron Ring Slaver and Porelian the Cleric, from withdrawing to the top of the tower, Aenolas will confidently take them all on by himself. A sleep spell will instantly end the encounter with a PC victory, however they may want to save that spell for a fight with multiple opponents. A PC protected by plate mail and a shield should be able to tank Aenolas long enough for the other PCs to inflict 12 or more damage to receive his surrender, or death. Charm Person is also an option, with a 70% chance of success. PCs will then find the written orders given by Tiberius on a table in the room. Unlike in a lot of adventures, it is plausible that Aenolas would carry these orders on him, as he would need to refer to its list of items required by Aurelian. If the PCs allowed Menelaus or Porelian to escape, they fight alongside Aenolas, making this a very challenging fight for first-level PCs against 3/3 level opponents, certainly worthy of using a sleep spell. If Aenolas meets his end here, it is possible that he might be deemed worthy of being raised. A service Patriarch Alfric Odebry may perform if requested by the Black Eagle Barony. If he is captured by the PCs, tied up and left, he will eventually be freed, after the PCs escape. If the PCs take him with them, he will try to escape at the first opportunity, unless he is charmed. In the latter case, he will try to escape once he breaks free from the charm, which is likely to happen within 4 days. If he survives, his vengeful personality will lead him to try to track down the PCs, perhaps through Iron Ring contacts, and give them some payback when the odds are in his favor. He may also survive long enough to be a more senior officer, when the 5 Shires declare war on the Black Eagle Barony, on the 17th of Caldmont, AC 1010. The PCs may be assisting the Hin, when they storm and overrun Fort Doom, on the 14th of Vatamont AC 1011. Again, Aenolas may be captured by the invading forces. After a trial, he may be set free, or imprisoned, perhaps escaping with help from the Iron Ring, thus allowing him to become a recurring villain for the PCs, possibly involving persecution of Traladarans. This concludes our look at the vicious bully of the Black Eagle Guard, Lieutenant Aenolas.